how could Shakur beat him if he can't hurt him? That would be my question.
Listen, you don't have to hurt him, you just have to outscore him. You know, Shakur takes a good shot, though. You know, he's a specialist. That's why some fights that he doesn't look good in, because he's so superior. And it's boring watching sometimes. But he's a specialist. He knows what he's doing. He's hard to beat.
I think it's going to be a great fight. I think that I keep mentioning Mayweather versus Castillo. If you haven't seen that fight, watch that fight. Castillo beat Mayweather with the same style.
You know that. You show I'm the best fighter in boxing.
Two skillful fighters, two talented fighters, you know, two fighters that are at a high skill level that will compete in the sweet science.
How you beat Teofimo Lopez? Because there's a blueprint out to beat Teofimo Lopez. Ain't no blueprint out to beat no damn Shakur Stevenson. Lopez don't know how to beat Shakur Stevenson. Ain't no damn blueprint. But I tell you who got a blueprint on how to beat Lopez. That's Shakur Stevenson. He know how to beat Lopez. Yeah, Lopez don't know how to beat him. Hell no.
Boxing legends are making bold and surprising predictions as they break down the highly anticipated clash between Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez. The debate centers on lightning-fast speed versus raw power, elite defense against relentless aggression, in which fighters' ring IQ will hold up when the pressure is at its highest.
Teofimo Lopez.
That's a good damn fight, too. See, that fight is skill for skill, as good as this fight. Yeah. But they just haven't been around long enough to prove themselves yet. But skill for skill, as far as equality, to me, Bud and Canelo are equal because when they're in their career. Because how accomplished they are. Yeah. These two guys are also equal when they're in their career. Because they're accomplished, but not as accomplished as these two. But they still equal accomplished. You understand me? So those are two good damn fights and one by.
Boxing legends and top analysts are split in their opinions, but deeply passionate about the Stevenson versus Lopez showdown, with strong arguments on both sides, fueling the excitement around the fight.
Ultimate skill fighter versus a boxer who's twitchy, and twitchy sometimes beats out skills. Sometimes that's the side that can really beat a straight up boxer to me. Somebody who's twitchy. You know, because they don't fight, you know, as normally as most boxers fight. They give angles, body movements, bouncing around like a Lomachenko would done, even a Crawford does, you know what I'm saying, moves different angles and so forth. That's why they can beat a lot of boxers. A lot of people are rolling with Shakur, and I understand, because he's dope. But I don't know who's going to show up what day. What Shakur showing up, or what Teo's going to show up. You get what I'm saying?
Nah, you know, we going to always, Shakur going to always be Shakur. The offense that we saw from him in his last fight was just, he knew what he had in front of him.
It does go back and forth. I'm gonna tell you why. Because Teo, what I do is I remove all the negative about what we know about Teo. I remove all of that, and then I look at the fighter. That still is a good fighter. You know what I mean? Strong, fast, you know what I mean? Explosive, unpredictable, and he can hurt you. And every time he's had to step up, he really did step up. You know what I mean? But besides the Cambodia fight, but he stepped up. So I think Shakur. Yeah, my first mind told me Shakur. And I thought about it, yeah, I'm picking Shakur by decision, but because this is fighting, anything can happen, you can't count.
Former welterweight champion Shawn Porter has tipped Teofimo Lopez as a favorite, pointing to his versatility and ability to adjust, particularly at 140 pounds. According to Porter, this gives Lopez more ways to break down and overcome Shakur Stevenson's structured, disciplined style inside the ring.
Said, you know, the twitchiness, that athleticism that Teofimo has is what gives someone like Shakur problems, because it throws off his timing.
Yep.
Shakur is flat out amazing. I've watched this kid. He can find anybody's time.
Right.
So if you give him the space with just like feints and stuff like that, he gonna still pick it up and he's still gonna find it. I got a feeling this thing is not gonna be boring.
Legendary fighter Tim Bradley confidently stated that Shakur Stevenson is simply too technical and too smart for Teofimo Lopez, insisting that Shakur already has the perfect blueprint to beat him. Bradley went even further, saying Lopez has no clear idea how to solve the Stevenson puzzle in the ring.
You know the damn rest. Can somebody please tell me how you beat Shakur Stevenson? Please, somebody tell me, how the hell do you beat some damn Shakur Stevenson? I'll wait. How you beat Shakur Stevenson? Can somebody please, on the contrary, please tell me how the hell do you beat Teofimo Lopez? How you beat Teofimo Lopez? Because there's a blueprint out to beat Teofimo Lopez. Ain't no blueprint out to beat no damn Shakur Stevenson. Lopez don't know how to beat Shakur Stevenson. Ain't no damn blueprint. But I tell you who got a blueprint on how to beat Lopez. That's Shakur Stevenson. He know how to beat Lopez. Yeah, Lopez don't know how to beat him. Hell.
Teddy Atlas applauded Shakur Stevenson's showing against William Zepeda, highlighting how he mixed smart aggression with his trademark movement. Atlas noted that Shakur was effective both on the inside and outside, controlled distance beautifully, and still managed to counter with precision throughout the fight.
Showed aggression in his last fight against Zepeda, being elusive while being aggressive. Walking them down, fighting on the inside, boxing well, still being able to counter, still being able to control space, but also be able to go into tight quarters and not be afraid to show that he's good on the inside too, that he can make you miss and make you pay outside and inside. Shakur showed that. That was great. That was great, and people applaud him. I applaud him. We were sitting there, ringside. I was sitting there actually with your sister, ringside, watching that fight. And it was a terrific performance. Shakur showing that dimension, showing that attitude, showing that competitiveness, showing that dog like people like to show or like to talk about, and they wanted to see.
He emphasized that this matchup brings together two elite athletes with very different strengths, making it must-watch boxing. Aoya believes the Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson fight will unfold like a high-level chess match where discipline ultimately overcomes explosiveness. While Lopez offers speed, power, and unpredictable athleticism, Aoya says those weapons only matter if Teofimo can maintain relentless pressure for all 12 rounds.
It's a fight that I'm interested in due to the fact that, depending on who dominates their portion of the fight, that's how that fight will go. I don't think it's going to end in a knockout. I think it's going to go 12 rounds for sure. But it depends on how the first 6 rounds goes, you know what I mean? Because I don't think that Shakur is going to come out and try to fight or take the fight to Teo in the first 6 rounds at all. So if he's fighting off the back foot, if Teo can make it so that he's convincingly, or he's convinced at least Shakur that he may have won 4 of the first 6 rounds, if it's 4-2 in Shakur's mind, going into the second half of the fight, or if I'm looking at him stealing those first 6 rounds, then it's an interesting fight going into the tail end, because Teo, to me, is a front runner, right? I want to see if he can carry his energy and his explosiveness late in the fight and not wear down. And then when Shakur starts to open up, can you steal some of those championship rounds from him and make it like a close?
Aoya envisioned Shakur Stevenson steadily frustrating Teofimo Lopez by making him miss, and then punishing him with clean counters and crisp combinations. While Teofimo could find early success if he starts fast, Aoya believes Shakur's consistency and superior ring IQ will take control as the fight moves into the later rounds.
If Teo comes out and does what he usually does, which is try to swarm Shakur early and keep Shakur on the defensive early, then he can try to steal a lot of those early rounds. And if he does that, then Shakur has to fight in the tail end of that fight, and that'll make it real interesting. If I'm looking at the first 3 rounds, first 4 rounds, and Teo looks like he's losing those rounds convincingly, then it's an easy night for Shakur, unanimous decision in my opinion. You know what I mean? Because I don't think Teo is going to bring anything late in the game, you know what I mean, to this fight. I think if he is who he's always been, you know, he's going to get gassed after like the 7th round and then take some rounds off. And when he does that, Shakur will open up and start to try to pick him apart, pot shot him, and do things like that. But this is the perfect fight, narrative-wise.
Who do you have winning this fight? Shakur Stevenson or Teofimo Lopez? Share your prediction and let us know the reason behind your pick in the comments below.